When both parties agree about all of the issues in their divorce, attorney's fees can be minimal. However, if a case is litigated or complicated, a contested divorce can be quite costly. The costs of divorce depend on a few factors. For example, if you and your spouse are W-2 employees and your assets are simple, it should be relatively easy to figure out who gets what. However, if you or your spouse owns a business or you have a lot of illiquid investments, those may need to be valued before they can be distributed, which can add time and expense to the case. The conduct of the parties and the reasonableness of you and your spouse's positions can also have a significant impact on the cost of your divorce. For example, if one spouse is hiding his or her financial information or is refusing to compromise on issues that are important to the other party, the negotiation process will be long and protracted, and court intervention may be necessary. Overall, you can reduce your legal fees by keeping your documents organized, being open and forthright with your attorneys, having realistic expectations for the outcome of your case, and using your time with your attorneys wisely. In addition to understanding the reasons for your bill, it is also important to understand how you will be expected to pay for legal fees. If your spouse is in control of the family money, he or she may voluntarily agree to pay all or some of your legal fees. If not, your attorney will need to make an application to a court for an award of legal fees. Once you are in court, there is a presumption that the court will direct the moneyed spouse to pay interim legal fees on behalf of the non-moneyed spouse. The purpose of an interim fee award is to ensure that the non-moneyed spouse can litigate on an even playing field. Unlike interim fees, post-trial awards of counsel fees are controlled by the equities and circumstances of the case. In determining whether to award counsel fees at the end of a litigation, courts will review the financial circumstances of the parties, the relative merit of each party's position, whether one party unnecessarily prolonged the litigation, and the reasonableness of the fees charged by the attorneys. Counsel fees after trial may be allocated off the top of the marital property, from one party's share of the marital assets or his or her separate property, or through some combination of the two. Generally, the less moneyed spouse will be awarded some, but not all of his or her legal fees, as courts like to emphasize that both parties should have skin in the game. If you have any questions or concerns about taking on the cost of a divorce, we recommend expressing your concerns to your attorney and discussing ways that you can work together to keep your legal fees down.